The Last Kingdom has been a fan-favorite series, with its high ratings, great action, and enticing plotline. If you finished binging the latest season and are looking for something to fill that void, you're in luck. In today's video, we'll be discussing similar shows to The Last Kingdom that you need to be watching right now while you're waiting for the new season to come out. Similar shows. Vikings. Michael Hurst produced and wrote the historical fantasy drama series Vikings for the History Channel. Vikings is based on the sagas of Ragnar Lothbrok, a mythical Norse hero who is remembered as the scourge of Anglo-Saxon England and West Francia. Ragnar is shown as a farmer who rises to prominence by conquering England and, with the help of his family and fellow soldiers, eventually becomes a Scandinavian king. The series recounts his son's fortunes and exploits throughout England, Scandinavia, Kievan Rus, the Mediterranean, and North America in later seasons. The series currently has 6 seasons, with the final season that aired in late 2020. The Vikings character look rather similar to those in The Last Kingdom. All of these Vikings have the same appearance: blue-eyed, filthy, and breathtakingly beautiful. I'm betting that The Last Kingdom got a lot of its wardrobe inspiration from Vikings, which debuted in 2013. Outlander. Outlander is a historical drama series based on Diana Gabaldon's ongoing novel series of the same name. The show, created by Ronald D. Moore, premiered on Starz in August 9, 2014. Claire Randall, a married former World War II military nurse in Scotland who was transported back to 1743 in 1945, is played by Trina Balfe. There, she meets and falls in love with Jamie Fraser, played by Sam Heughan, a dashing Highland warrior from Gabaldon's fictitious clan Fraser of Lovat, and becomes engaged in the Jacobite Rebellion. She meets a lot of period-driven peril there, as well as a historic hunk in a kilt. This series, set during the Jacobite Revolt, features plenty of military scenes and historical intrigue, so it'll keep you occupied once you've finished binge-watching The Last Kingdom. Despite the fact that this series is not accessible on Netflix, Hulu members can add Starz to their subscription plans and watch the whole thing there. The series now has 5 seasons, with the 6th set to premiere sometime in 2022. The next season has been renewed for 8 episodes, with the 7th season being already renewed for 16 episodes, based on the books of A Breath of Snow and Ashes and An Echo in the Bone. Season 6 is set to be the last, so you should catch up before we get there. Marco Polo. Marco Polo is an American drama set in the court of Kublai Khan, the Mongol Empire's Khagan, and the founder of the Yuan dynasty. On December 12, 2014, Netflix released the first episode of the show. John Fusco devised the series, which stars Lorenzo Richelme as Marco Polo and Benedict Wong as Kublai Khan. Marco Polo, which is currently available on Netflix, was recently named one of the top 10 most costly TV shows to produce, costing Netflix over $200 million. Ouch. Despite this, it appears to followers of epic historical dramas. The series was hailed for its authenticity and no money was spared. Mongolian actor Orjul Narangerel, who played Genghis Khan in a BBC documentary, praised the show's portrayal of Mongolian culture and claimed to have seen all 10 episodes in one day. Marco Polo was renewed by Netflix for a 10-episode second season on January 7th of 2015 and debuted on July 1st of 2016. Netflix confirmed on December 2nd, 2016 that Marco Polo had been terminated after 2 seasons. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Netflix lost $200 million across the 2 seasons, and the decision to discontinue was made jointly by Netflix and the production company. Game of Thrones. If you haven't seen Game of Thrones yet, we get it. Everyone's told you to watch it and that it's the best show ever. Well, we can't argue with that, but all we can do is ask that you hear us out. It's based on George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire series of fantasy novels, the first of which is A Game of Thrones. The series was filmed in the UK, Canada, Croatia, Iceland, Malta, Morocco, and Spain. It aired on HBO in the United States from April 17, 2011 to May 19, 2019. It consisted of 73 episodes spread out over 8 seasons. Game of Thrones can surely fill that dark, gritty need as you wait for the next season of The Last Kingdom to arrive, especially when it comes to brutal bloodshed, sensual times, and a cast that's definitely easy on the eyes. If you haven't seen it yet, you're in for a genuine treat, as long as you don't mind a little imagination mixed in with your historical drama. There are 8 seasons to the series, which is plenty of content to get you through until the next season of The Last Kingdom. Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders is a Stephen Knight-created period crime drama set in the United Kingdom. The series is set in Birmingham, England, and follows the adventures of the Shelby crime family in the immediate wake of World War I. The fictional family is partially based on the same named real-life urban youth gang that operated in the city from the 1890s to the early 20th century. Peaky Blinders is another critically acclaimed Netflix series that captures the same brutal atmosphere as The Last Kingdom. Tommy Shelby, played by Cillian Murphy, is a brilliant character. If you've ever seen Boardwalk Empire, you can use that as a comparison for this one. The series now has 5 seasons, but they're all quite short, so you shouldn't have a hard time getting caught up. The 6th season, which will be the series' last season, is filming now. We hope it comes out soon. The Witcher. Lauren Schmidt-Hissrich created The Witcher, a Polish-American fantasy drama series on Netflix based on the same-named book series by Polish author Andrzej Sapkowski. If you're a gamer, you already know of the hugely popular games based in the same universe that take place after the book's end. The Witcher is based on the legend of Geralt of Riva and Princess Ciri, who are fated to be together. It stars Henry Cavill, Bria Allen, and Anya Charlotta, and is set on a fictional, medieval-inspired island known as the Continent. The Witcher is definitely more fantasy-oriented than The Last Kingdom. Nonetheless, they're both Netflix shows, and The Witcher is a bloody and magical adventure. If you're a big fan of The Last Kingdom, trust us, this is one not to be missed. It should undoubtedly satisfy your need for a new and epic adventure series with huge fight sequences and a vast globe to explore. Plus, it's only in its first season right now and has already been renewed for a second. Carnival Row. Carnival Row is an American neo-noir fantasy series that premiered on Amazon Prime in August of 2019. Carnival Row has a true fantasy theme to it that The Last Kingdom does not. It deals with the Fey world, which includes real fairies, men with goat horns, witches, and more. That said, it's a dark and action-packed show with a lot of historical elements, and it's similar to Game of Thrones in terms of political deals, since the fairies must deal with racism from many humans. Plus, the show has only aired 1 season that's on Amazon Prime. It's simple to catch up, and it's already been renewed for a 2nd season. Besides the amazing themes and settings, the cast is absolutely stacked. You won't want to miss this one. Versailles. Versailles is a historical fiction drama series set on the construction of the Palace of Versailles during Louis XIV's reign. The show now has 2 seasons, with a 3rd on the way, which will be the series' final season. If you're a fan of historical dramas and haven't seen Versailles on Netflix yet, grab some popcorn and prepare to binge, because this series is right up your alley. The Palace of Versailles is well known, but how much do you know about the all-powerful king who created it? The series recounts Louis's reign and all the ambition, arrogance, affairs, and political intrigue that surrounded him during the construction of Versailles in the mid-1600s. I'll give you a heads up, don't watch this show with children in the room since it may become really spicy. The Borgias. Neil Jordan produced this historical fiction drama series which premiered in 2011 and was cancelled in 2013. The series is set in Renaissance-era Italy and follows the Borgia family as they rise to the papacy in a scandalous manner. The Borgias, history's most infamous crime family, using bribery, simony, intimidation, and murder in their never-ending drive for wealth and power. The historical House of Borgia was accused of many crimes, including murder, incest, bribery, and adultery. Therefore, this series' ruthlessness and intrigue are based on true events. The show follows ambitious historical figures as they strive for dominance, power, and succession while surrounded by foes, similar to The Last Kingdom. What humans have done and continue to do for personal glory is simply remarkable. Showtime canceled the series on June 5th of 2013, 1 season short of Jordan's planned 4th season arc. It was implied that the cancellation was due to manufacturing cost. So there you have it. 9 of the most similar shows to The Last Kingdom we found that we think you'll love binging. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss out on any new upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.